I didn't mean to do that. I didn't want to stream in portrait, but things happen. Good morning, good morning, good morning to you all. Welcome to Real Life Prepper, where we are on a journey. We're still on a journey, y'all. We're on a journey of just life. But our family is attempting to go from a city dwelling and living lifestyle to a more rural and country and living lifestyle, or living. That's not it. Don't even make sense. Living lifestyle. Anyway, living. And we are, for those of you that don't know, we closing on our new property November 20th. We're currently packing up where we are now. Good morning, Estella. How are you? Good morning, TLC. We are currently packing up where we are now, and we will be moving 21st, 22nd, 23rd, somewhere in there. But anyway, thank you guys for being here. If you are new, please consider subscribing, liking, comment, sharing, and trust me, we welcome comments. So exciting. It is exciting. We are very excited about the transformation, transcontinental drift. You're moving. No one told us, shaking my head. So I guess we won't be coming by the house for Christmas. You'll be coming by the new house. Dang, Tasha, you knew we had found a house. What was you going to just buy the house and not ever move into it? It's been on the quiet. It's been on the hush, and we don't want anybody in the family to know. Of course, you guys can know, but we just been quiet about it. That's all. But I thought you guys knew that we had purchased. And if not, then I'll send you guys the video. The video has the address on it, so y'all will have it. But yeah, you better call. Be like, hey, where y'all located now? We was trying to do this all on the sneak. Not really, but kind of, but not really. I don't know. We crazy like that. So anyway, today's title is "Stop Biting the Hand That's Feeding You," or "Don't Bite the Hand That's Feeding You." And I'm gonna tell you guys a story of why this nope didn't know you made the purchase. Okay. Extremely happy for you both. Thank you so much. Thank you. So y'all know the intruder, right? So anytime I get ready to take on a project, I always ask the intruder. I'm like, hey, got a big project coming up. You gonna be available? Blasey. Yeah, no problem. All right, want to get started Sunday? Okay, sure. Sunday rolls around, no show. Monday rolls around, no show. Texting him and calling him repeatedly the whole entire time, right? And no response. As a matter of fact, we had a funeral up at the church. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna come up there and talk to you. Never did come talk to him, which is like uncommon. And I'm trying to understand what's going on. So anyway, Tuesday comes around. He's like, all right, what's the address? So by the time he had contacted me, I was not available to stay any longer. I had done what I was gonna do and I was leaving. So I was like, let's get started tomorrow. Well, a little background on it. The way I used to pay intruder, I used to, he'd do a day's worth of work, I'd pay him for a day. Well, then he got to the point where he abused that, because he would show up one day, get a few dollars, then I couldn't find him anymore, right? So I said, okay, well, for you, what we're gonna do, when I hire you, you'll come work, and then I'll pay you at the end of the contract. All right, well, I understand. Okay, cool. This past Wednesday comes around, and he sends me a message and says something to the effect of, yeah, I figured it'd be buffering a lot. I'm so sorry. I need to upgrade my phone. That's another reason why I stopped doing lives too, because you guys are complaining about the buffering so much. Hopefully you guys are getting the message. So I was like, he texted me out the blue. Was like, seems like you need my help, and because you need me, my leverage is I'll come work if you pay me day by day. So after thinking about it, and after telling him again, hey, I've already told you I'm paying you at the end of the contract. And then after talking to Jennifer's like, you don't need that. And then ultimately the final decision was mine. So after thinking about it for hours, I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna deal with this. So I called somebody else I knew. I was like, hey, I got a project going on, blah, blah, blah. This is what's going on. This is what I pay, such, blah, blah. Are you interested? Dude was like, I'm always interested in making money. So I was like, bet. So I contacted the Intruder. I was like, hey, don't worry about showing up. I got somebody else. And the moral of the story is, y'all remember the last project, for those that follow us. On the last project, Intruder really screwed me around because he did the same thing the first few days of that project. No call, no show, no call, no show. And he got me behind on the contract to the point where I had to start rushing when he finally did come and help me out. And I end up missing some things that I normally would not have missed. Well, from that situation, the owner came in and saw my finished project, and even though I could have come back in and finished in a couple, 2 or 3 hours, the owner was like, no, I'm just not going to pay you. I'll get somebody else to finish, or I'll finish myself, or whatever. And I ended up losing $1,500 on that contract. Okay? So what I should have done, I should have cut ties with Intruder then, but I didn't. Because I forgive and forget and keep on moving. Well, when he started doing that on this project, all those ill feelings started to come back because I'm still $1,500 in the hole. And on this project, I always set his money to the side, so I don't spend it or whatever. I always take his money out, send it to the side, boom. And I had set aside a nice chunk of change for him. And because we're packing and moving, I was going to have him to come in and do some at the old house. For example, come clean, we put some carpet in, blase, blase. So that was some more money that he was going to make. And once I know that, I know his situation, and I had budgeted, this is crazy. I had budgeted his work exactly for the shortfall that he was missing, because he had some things going on with his normal money, and I had budgeted what he needed for this month. So that's why I wanted, because this has been bothering me, because it always seems like the people that you try to help the most, they end up you the hardest. Okay? And I can't seem to understand why folks always, yapping about not having opportunities, not having money, not having this, not having that. But when it comes down to it, you don't go out and get it. And hopefully on this channel, you guys are learning and have learned that, hey, Roderick is going to go out, and Roderick, as long as I got breath in my body and I got functioning activities of my limbs, I'm going to go out and make things happen. Okay, I'm just going. That's my personality. That's where I am in life. I want more in life. So anyway, and not only did it upset me to the point where I was angry and mad. It upset me to the point where I was hurt, because I'm like, dang, I'm legitimately and literally trying to help you. How's my buffering, y'all? How are we doing so far? I'm like, dang, I'm trying to literally and legitimately help you. Help yourself. Now, granted, yeah, I need some help, and I need some work completed. And would I had to babysit him the whole time? Yeah, would I had to babysit him the whole time? Would I had to call to make sure he was going on his way and all that kind of stuff? Yes. So I got a new guy that's working with me. If you was up here, I would have paid you to do that. So anyway, what was that? Oh, so anyway, my guy that I got, this guy has his own transportation. I don't have to worry about feeding him. I don't have to worry about him taking smoke breaks. He comes in, and this has been the biggest blessing for me on this project, because I had gotten behind by like 2 days, messing around with Intruder. Well, when my new guy shows up, we're working half the amount of time that I would have to work with Intruder, and now we're back on schedule. Like, wow. And it made me realize that sometimes you got to cut ties, and sometimes you got to drop the dead weight so you can move forward. And I want you guys to, I want to be very clear with you all, to not only not bite the hand that's feeding you, but if you're the hand that's feeding, take your hand back. You don't have to keep giving to someone or to people who, one, don't appreciate, two, tell you where you can go, and three, especially when you're dealing with your money, you can put your resources wherever you choose to. And always, listen, I'm learning this. It's taking me to good soil. It don't necessarily mean if they're gonna. You gotta plant your seeds in good fertile ground so they can grow and blossom, especially when you're trying to build something. And unfortunately for both parties and all families, unfortunately, Intruder right now is just not the right fit. It's not the right place to be putting my resources. And I'm telling you, it's crazy to me, because I had set aside, and I'll tell you guys the dollar amount. I had set aside $400 on this project for him, and I had set aside $200 plus for the work he was going to help me do at the house, because it was going to be some labor. And now I'm like, well, interesting. Life goes on, and sometimes you just got to move on. And we moved on, but I bent over backwards, and I was really, really, really trying to bless this guy and his family. He just got engaged, he's talking about getting married. Anyway, what are y'all's thoughts? What are you guys' thoughts about it? And several folks over the last, several months have told me, you need to get rid of him. You need to leave him alone. Stop hiring him, blah, blah, blah. And then I thought, I've always lived by, it's hard to quit on a boss, but it's easy to quit on a boss, but it's hard to quit on a friend. And I thought, if nothing else, I thought we had built a relationship where we were friends. And I didn't think friends would do each other like that, But some people just don't care about other folks, I guess. And I'm the opposite. I try to have win-win-win situations for everybody. Win for the customer, win for me and my family, win for you and your family. And unfortunately, that's not the case. Now, on a lighter note, on a more positive note, my new guy that's helping me, I'm paying him the same rate that I was paying Intruder. Plus, I always give a little stipend, and this guy's coming in and he's doing his thing. As a matter of fact, he's doing the job so well that I don't even have to be around, and he's doing the job. He's like, how about you, go ahead and finish this part over here, and I'll get started down here. And when I looked up, this dude done put like a gallon and a half on the walls. And it's on the walls. It's not all over the floor. It's not all over the trim. It's not all over him. It's on the walls. So I'm like, man, this is incredible. But I made a decision on this project moving forward. If I can't get in and do it in a day or two by myself, I'm just not taking on those projects anymore. It's too stressful for me. I'm too dependent on someone else to help me finish, or if I do it by myself, it takes way too much time. And my prices are so low, and I always bid jobs to the point where I know I'm gonna win them, and I know the customer's gonna get a great value. Actually, I don't ever bid what I should. So anyway, it's yeah, I've just come to realize that moving forward right now, and I may change, in the future. Let me see. He was trying to take. Yeah, he was taking. No, he was taking advantage. I would have kept him as. Would not have kept him as long as you did. Yeah, a lot of folks tell me that too. It's all good. So it's hurtful, especially when you think you have a relationship with someone. And I've gotten to the point now in my life where I'm really trying to build relationships. I don't ever try to burn bridges. I used to burn bridges all the time. Now I really, really, really build relationships because it's hard, y'all. It's hard to life in general in the grand scheme of things is hard already when you're by yourself. It's much easier when you have friends, acquaintances, and people who you can trust to help you move forward. And hopefully, by me moving forward, I'm helping someone else move forward as well. Now, of course, naturally, I can't pay you what I'm making on a job because 1, you didn't sell the job, 2, you didn't bring it to the table, 3, it's not your company, 4, 5 and 6 and 7, I can keep going on and on. But I think I'm very fair with people who work with me. When I sold cars, who was that talking? That Tahanga? Tahanga, hey! When I sold cars, people I made the most money on were the most satisfied customers. I like that. And that's the way I try to run my business. I try to make folks happy, even when I have to do things that are not in the contract, even when I have to do extra and I'm not getting paid for it, I still do it because I get a ton of referrals from folks, And what I'm really trying to do, and what I was trying to do with Intruder, this is crazy as well. I was trying, and I had told him, you don't understand. I'm trying to groom you to the point where you can take over when I'm not around, and pay you more money to supervise somebody else and get the job done. So anyway, I guess he didn't really want that opportunity, and that's what it is. It's just an opportunity, It's an opportunity to do better for yourself. It's an opportunity for you to, get ahead, to get some more work, to do some side hustles. And that's really what I was trying to groom him for. I had talked to him about that. I was like, hey, bro, listen, I'm trying to train you and get you to the point where we can get another guy or 2. And then I can just get the job, put you in charge. Because I don't have a problem with paying out 85 and 95% of a job if I don't have to do anything. Best deal, complain to, oh yeah, you're right. Complain the most apples. Yeah, that's true, and it's sad. So yeah, I was trying to build a company with him, but yeah, it's crazy. And that's another thing, I find out with people are just crazy nowadays in time. People don't have the work ethic that I'm looking for. I can't expect anybody to work as much or as hard as I do. It's my business, it's my company, but God, can you at least put in the effort for your family? But this new guy, he's like, yeah, man, shoot, anytime you got it, let's get it. I'm like, okay. He's out of town today, so I'm headed to my project now. He's out of town for a funeral, but he told me he'll be back tomorrow. He's like, hey, what time you want to get started tomorrow? I'm like, that's what I'm talking about right there. So it's very possible, depending on what I get done today, if I can get all the cut-ins done today, we can get in there tomorrow, and we can possibly finish tomorrow. It'll be tight. We'll probably finish Monday, and then I'll do, final touch-ups on Tuesday. Excuse me. Final touch-ups on Tuesday, and I should be done with this project. And she's hiring me to do some more things, some knickknacks, like hang some stuff on the walls. I got all my hanging materials and everything I need to hang. And she wants me to hang some blinds, which is no big deal. And I won't charge her a whole arm and leg for them. And we'll get that done, and hey, it be what it be, right? So thank y'all for listening to me. Thank y'all for allowing me to vent and get it off my chest. It's been bothering me. It really has. It's been bothering me since the last two projects. Because he's been a challenge for the last three projects. So handwriting was on the wall. I just believe I'm too fair, for people to do me like that. But that's my feeling. And there's always three sides to the story. There's my side, his side, and the truth is in the middle. But I just feel like I did a bunch to help. Probably too much, according to you guys. Like, you did way too much. But, that's my nature. So anyway, Tasha, I'll video call you a little bit. Actually, I'll send you the info on the house, okay? So y'all can. I really thought you guys knew. Really thought you guys knew. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get off here, y'all. Y'all notice I haven't been doing lives lately. One, mainly because my phone is just crazy. Two, because I really hadn't had the energy. When you got a lot going on in your personal life, in your own life, it's kind of hard to be the positive beacon light to everybody all the time. And I'm not saying I've been depressed or I've been down. And I had gotten a little depressed a little bit. I'm human. And sometimes I feel like things are not moving as fast as they should. I know some of y'all are like, what in the world is he talking about? Yeah, I go through it as well. But, this too shall pass. Everything's going to work out. And in your life, everything's going to work out as well. You just got to keep pushing. You got to keep hustling. And you got to make it happen. And I was going to stop and grab me a bite right here, but this line is far too long. Way too long. Life is too short to waste it on people who take and don't give back. That's great advice right there. And you're right. Life is way too short to be putting in and not getting a return. And I look at everything as an investment, everything I look at, especially when I'm dishing out my money. So, I was not only investing the time, the talent, the energy, the training into Intruder. And in the end, I lost, because I ended up losing on the last deal. I ended up losing big time. I don't know too many people who can keep taking $1,500 hits and be okay with it. But I'm still not okay. I'm not okay at all. I'm not okay with the guy who screwed me. I'm not okay with the person who turned me on to the deal. Not okay with Intruder. But you know what? You got to keep on moving. And just because I'm not okay does not mean that I got to cut my nose off in spite of my face. Is that the way it goes? Or cut my hand off in spite of my body? I'm not going to do that. Just keep moving, And I can't cry with spilled milk. Yeah, it's money I earned. It's money that should have come to me. But you know what? One thing I've noticed about being good and putting out good into the universe, into the atmosphere, good always comes back to me. And I might not get it the way I think I'm going to get it, but the universe at large and God, God always blesses me. That's just like with the house, with the new house. It's a blessing. It's a tremendous blessing. And I can't wait to do some lives out there for you guys, or do some videos out there so y'all can enjoy the property with us. And trust me, this is not the final destination. I'm already looking toward the future. I'm looking, 4 or 5 years from now, purchasing. Actually, between I want to do it in 21. I really want to purchase a. I don't know. This number 8 to 10 is in my head. I want to purchase 8 to 10 of just land, of raw land, and eventually, start building on it. It's a beautiful property. Thank you so much, Stella. Yeah, Tasha, I did a video. I did the walkthrough. Matter of fact, I did the walkthrough of going to pay off the house in 5 years. You know what? No, I have a different strategy now. I've been talking to my my real estate coach, and that's not a good strategy for us right now. After talking with him and seeing his strategy and seeing how he does things, Yeah, that's not the mix right now. We're gonna rent the old house, and that's been a debacle. I'll tell you guys that story later. Because we did have a renter. I guess they thought we were just gonna give them the house because it's their old family house. They this lady grew up in the house, and it wasn't so much her as her husband. Anyway, these people brought back a blank application that they had filled out and then whited out, or paper, was it liquid paper? Can I show mom? Yeah. Matter of fact, I'm gonna send when we get off here. I'm gonna send you the video of the property, and then you can go back and you can look at the walkthrough, either or. But yeah, it's on the page. I think it's still up. I think it still got it up. But I'll send you directly the link for it has the address and all that kind of stuff. Of course, I keep that from my YouTube family because I really don't want any of y'all to just showing up at the house. I love y'all, but I don't. People are crazy, and people have done that to other YouTubers. Just showing up at their house, which I mean, people do. And we're all family on here, but please, guys, don't show up at my house without notice. I mean, of course, if you call and like, hey, I'm in the area, I'd love to meet you and all that kind of stuff. Hey, we can meet. That's no biggie. Because I know, what's my girl? She changed her name a couple times. Anyway, she's down in Florida. She's like, hey, Rod, I'm coming up your area soon. I was like, cool. Let me know when, and we'll go grab us a bite to eat, or we'll go hang out somewhere, or you can come by the house and all that good stuff. So anyway, I'm on a tangent right now. Love you guys, appreciate you, and I will catch y'all later. Sending love. Y'all be blessed.